Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Stitching with the Sarah's floss tube number 5. Welcome back if you are returning to our little segment that we do here together. And if it's your first time here, welcome in. This video is going to be posted on my channel as well as Sarah's. Hi, hello, we're both named Sarah. So exciting. So that's why we call this segment Stitching with the Sarahs. We each have our own individual floss tubes. Mine is called Handmade by Sarah W. And Sarah's.
And I'm Sarah Stitchery.
Yes.
But on Instagram, my name is different. Stitchy Sarah Reads on Instagram.
Yes, and all of our information you can find down below. You can watch this video on either one of our channels, and we would appreciate it if you leave us comments and likes and subscribe to both of our channels if you like what you see. So we're just two friends named Sarah. We live in different parts of the country, and we love cross stitch. So we like to get together. A lot of the things that we stitch are the same, and we also do stitch things not the same. So we show everything on our individual channels, and then here we come together and talk about everything that we've been stitching on that we have in common. So we have a fun video planned for you today. Thank you for, yes, we do. So thank you for coming back, settle in, and Sarah, take it away.
Okay. Thank you. Great intro, Sarah. We're going to start with some finishes. So the first finish we're going to talk about is a seasonal design by Hands On Design. It is the Folk series. So since you've seen us last, we have two finishes to show you for this series. The most, not the most recent, the one we did first was Summer Folk. Would you like to show yours? There we are. Yes. So here's our Summer Folk. As you can see, they look very different. Same pattern, same floss, but we use very different fabrics. And so I'll give you the details for mine. Mine is on 32 count driftwood linen, which is the called for. I used all of the called for DMC, and I finished it using the called for backing fabric and the Lady Dot Creates Rick Rack.
And it looks beautiful.
Thank you.
So pretty. So the details on mine, I'm an Aida stitcher. That's another thing about Sarah and I. I stitch on Aida, she stitches on linen. So everything that we're going to show you today is going to be that way, and you can just kind of see the differences and how the same design looks on different fabrics. So for this one, I chose a 16 count Picture This Plus in the color Earthen, and that's what I also did my spring in that we showed before. And yeah, this was a new start for us last time, and I did finish mine. I just pulled a fabric that I had in my stash, and it was just this green polka dot and a purple rickrack to pull out the purple color in the flowers.
Beautiful. I love it. I love how different they look. Same design and they look so different.
I know.
I forgot to mention the board that we're displaying this on is from Chantel's 141 Design Company. It's called the Folk Paddle, and it was designed specifically for the Folk series from Hands On Design. And the really cool thing is you can switch it out for each season. We've got magnets.
Mine are on the front.
So easy. Yeah, it's such a versatile piece. So I'm really enjoying stitching all the seasons and just being able to take the previous one off and pop the new one on. So these are our finishes of Summer Folk. Love them so much.
Yeah, and I love that this can stay out year round. You just pop the top off and put the new one on for the season.
Absolutely, yes. I also wanted to mention too, now that I'm thinking about it, there are specialty stitches in each of the folk series. And in each one, there are 3 different specialty stitches, and they're all different from pattern to pattern. And the really cool thing about Sarah stitching on Aida, me stitching on linen, is you can see that the specialty stitches work on both fabrics. In fact, Kathy from Hands On Design, she provides really detailed like diagrams of how those stitches should be stitched on both types of fabric. So it's also really cool to see it on both Aida and linen that way too. And the specialty stitches are done in a pearl cotton, a DMC pearl cotton, and those details are in the pattern. So love
Yes.
it. But not
And it's,
only do we have summer folk, you ready to show the other one?
I am.
Ta-da! We have autumn folk too.
Yep.
Yeah, so mine was already stitched actually. This was the retreat piece. I went to Chantel's 141 pep rally last year. And so we stitched this last year for the retreat. But Sarah, you literally just finished yours. Tell us about yours.
Yes, I actually just fully finished it last night too. So I used the same fabric on mine that I did before, the Picture This Plus 16 count earthen, and all the called for colors. And also that pearl cotton that you do the specialty stitches with, it's the same color for all 4 seasons. So you just need to buy one of those and you're good for the whole series. And yeah, I used just a fabric again that I had in my stash and a black rickrack around it. And that's my finish.
Yes. And I use the same fabric as my other ones as well, the 32 count Driftwood from Fabrics by Stephanie. And I believe we both use the called for DMC. I don't remember if you said that or
Yes.
not.
Yes.
So there is our autumn folk. So
Okay.
all together, would you like to show what we have all together? See if I can get
Yes.
all this in my hands here.
Spring was upside down. I had to.
Look, we have spring,
Mhm.
summer, autumn. Which one are we missing? Winter.
Winter.
So really excited to finish off our whole series of the folk seasons. And a little bit of exciting news to share with all of you. Sarah and I are hosting the Stitch Along for Winter Folk. I'm so excited.
Yay! Stitching with
So
the
I'm really,
Sarahs.
yes, the Sarahs, we are rounding out the series. We're going to be stitching Winter Folk. We're hosting the Sal. So, keep your eyes open on Instagram and FlossTube. I'm sure Kathy from Hands On Design will be talking about it when it gets a little closer to time. But I believe that pattern is coming out in October. So there's still time. Don't be upset if you haven't finished your autumn folk. There's time. It's not fall yet. We have time. But we really hope you guys will join us in finishing out this series and just getting that whole collection done with us so we can all have this beautiful series to display year round. Are you so excited?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And you know
Yes.
how we are. I mean, if you haven't started these and you're thinking, oh, I want to join you for the winter, you can start the whole series with the winter one and then go into next year and stitch them. Or you can collect, these 3 patterns are already out. So you can go ahead and collect them. You could start wherever you want. You could start with fall now. But we will be getting back with you all the details about the stitch along. We're really excited to host that together.
Yes, we are. I can't wait. So yeah,
Yes.
details forthcoming, but just be ready to stitch with us. We're excited.
Yes. Yay! I'm so
Yes.
excited.
All right,
So
what's next?
what's next is we have another finish to show. Let's see. Well, let me tell you the situation with this. So what we're going to show you next, Sarah had stitched it, I guess, last year.
Mhm.
And it's a fully finished for her that she had already previously done, but I picked it up and started working on it. It's a pattern that my sister got for me. And as we're getting close to Halloween, I wanted to get started stitching on it. And this is Spooky Autumn Smalls by the Blue Flower. Sarah had started with the cats last year. That's the only one that you've stitched, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And so I started with that one too. I have 2 cats. I love cats. And this to me was just when I saw this, this is what made the pattern for me. I really wanted these cats in witchy hats and socks. And so I just finished up stitching mine. So we thought it would be fun, even though we didn't technically stitch it together, we thought it would be fun to show it. And are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So cute.
Look at those socks. Stop it. They're too cute.
Oh, I love them. So cute. So I'll tell you the details about mine. I actually am using everything called for. Fabric. I'm using, well, you know, they say it's linen, but I'm using the Aida color. That I'm using 20 count pistachio from Fiber on a Whim. And the called for is 40 count in pistachio, but I got the Aida, and all of the colors that I'm using are called for except for one. There was one that wasn't in stock when I ordered, and it was the Color and Cotton Chimney Sweep, and I just substituted Weeks Dye Works Kohl for that, and that's the color of the middle kitty. That kitty is a little bit lighter than the other two. The other two were done in a darker black. So I can really tell the difference in yours. That's so pretty. Can you tell in mine that he's a little lighter, or is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so cute. So what are your details?
So I stitched this a year ago, and I'm pretty sure I stitched mine on Cyprus by Fiber on a Whim, 40 count. And I probably used mostly the call for colors. I was trying to look and see if there was any variegation. I feel like maybe I might have just used all the called for DMC because I'm not seeing any variegations. So I think it's all DMC. I don't really remember. I'm not good about keeping records of that.
Yeah.
And you can see I just made it into a little pillow with some orange fabric on the back and some Lady Dot Creates tiny pumps. So I love it so much.
With the little
now I don't do French knots. Did you do French knots for their eyes?
I did. Did you do anything?
I did beads.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I'm terrible at French knots. Yours look great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't mind them at all. But it's definitely something I had to learn. Like I would say 20 years ago, they probably weren't my favorite thing ever. They're still not my favorite, but I really don't mind them. Like I'll do it, but you know.
I mean, I've been stitching since I was 9. I still can't do a French knot. Beads it is.
Hey, beads are cute. That's adorable. I love it. So that was a fun finish.
Yes,
and then we have another sort of finish. We have a finish.
Yeah, this is kind of the same situation, but in reverse as the cats. So this next one is a pattern that you had stitched. Was it just a few months ago, maybe?
Maybe not. I would say within a year.
Okay,
I really can't remember.
Yeah, it's within the past year. You stitched this, you fully finished it, and I had started it last year, but I didn't get much progress on it, and so I had decided, you know what, I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to finish it. I almost finished it. I'm like, so close. But by the next time you guys see it, it's going to be a finish and a fully finish. But we're still going to show it because, again, it's still a shared stitch, even though we didn't stitch it at the same time together. But, you know, we have the same taste, so that's going to happen.
Exactly.
So are you ready to show?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Oh, sorry.
So, yes. So this is Cardinal Kin by Plum Street Samplers. It's one of their stackers, and it's so cute. So you can see I'm missing some leaves here, and I've got a few little snowflakes to finish. Girl, I love your colors. Did you switch the colors?
No, but did you notice on the pattern that there's 2 colorways?
Yeah, I thought I used the brighter one. Maybe I didn't.
I want to say mine was like Cardinal Kin 1, I think.
Okay. I'll have to look at my pattern. I thought
yeah.
Clearly, I did not choose the brighter color palette.
Yeah, I want to say there were like 3 fancy flosses. The red, I think the green, maybe it was like pea pod or something, and then maybe the white, I can't remember. maybe bamboo or something.
So, oh, there we go. So there's Cardinal Kin 1 and Cardinal Kin 2. Apparently, no, because I used Cardinal Kin 1 because my red is Weeks Dye Works Cayenne.
Yeah,
That's what's
that was
called
mine.
for. That's
Do
very
you?
interesting how much brighter yours is than mine.
I wonder if it's the light though.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, and also mine is on I think 14. Yeah, mine's on a 14 count. So maybe that makes a difference because I bet yours is like on 40.
Yes, mine's on 40.
Yeah.
This is actually a 40 count Paperbark by Fox and Rabbit. And I did use all the called for. So there's like some fancy floss, there's some DMC. And I'm flabbergasted by how brilliant your colors are.
Oh, well, I think yours looks beautiful.
Thank you. Yours does too. What are your details? Do you remember?
Yeah, so I actually got this. This was a gift from my friend Allie, and we stitched it together. And I used all the called for. And then my fabric is a 14 count Vintage Taupe Zweigart. This is one of those colors that you can get at Hobby Lobby, like in the little packs that are like $4 or something. They have a few different really good Aida colors there. And this
That's
is one of
beautiful.
those. Yeah, I think my sister had picked that up for me. And then I used, a red chenille trim. And on the back, I did a fabric that has cardinals on it.
That's so pretty. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I love that. Love it so much.
So I'm going to finish this tonight and make it into a pillow so that you and I can have matching pillows.
Oh, yes.
Love it.
I know,
So
me too.
that's it for our finishes. What's next?
Okay, so we have one new start that we started together. And I'm actually keeping mine in my Bigfoot keeper that you gave me because it was the exact number of floss colors.
How cool is that?
That's perfect. So now I had bought the PDF of this. So if you want to hold up the chart,
yeah.
I don't have my iPad up here and I didn't print it out, but this is Love and Learning by Emily Kohl. And we actually started this together the night before school started because it was the same start date for my daughter as it was for you as a teacher going back. And so we just thought it was the perfect time to get this started. And I'm really excited to show. I have like an exciting thing to say about mine. So let's go ahead and show it. Okay, the exciting thing that I have to say is that I have finished a page.
That's awesome.
I know. And like, I'm not really a page completer girl, I don't
you're
really
not.
usually care about that. But just the way the PDF is, it kind of just made sense for me to go ahead and finish that page. And so, yeah, I was excited about that. But I'm using a 20 count Zweigart Platinum. This is one of my favorite neutral colors. I love this color. I know I was like telling you about that. You have never tried that color, have you?
I haven't. I need to.
Yeah, it's just so, sometimes you want modeling and sometimes you might not. You might just want just a plain fabric. And this is such a good one. But anyway, I'm using DMC for this. All called for except I pulled out two blue colors, a dark blue and a light blue, because I do want to change my house to blue. And so these are the colors. Let me hold it like on the fabric so you can see. But anyway, I just pulled those out, put them in my little folder there, and I thought maybe I'll just put a little blue in the top. And so this it was supposed to have a white border around it, and I made it blue. And then the Y, the big Y down there, I changed that to the dark blue. I just wanted to kind of have a little bit of blue in there. so that the house wasn't the only thing that was blue. So
I love it.
I know that you and I, I like told you my colors and everything, and I don't. Did you decide if you wanted to put some in yours, or have you decided yet?
I haven't really decided yet, so I haven't added anything more since we first started this.
Mm-hmm.
I am concerned about the like white color. I don't even know if you can see. I don't think you can. That the A is outlined with the white color. I forget what color it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking I might need to pull that out and use a different color.
Yeah.
And like you said, the Y down there is going to be in that same color, and that is not going to show up.
I know.
So I'm going to have to make some decisions about at least, what I could use in place of that color. I do love your blue. I love your blue Y. It just like stands out so beautifully.
Yeah.
So I did pull the colors that you used, and so just trying to decide. But
Yeah, like you can see in the middle of that flower, you can tell that that's white. I mean, it
right.
looks good and bright, but I think if it's not surrounded by something else, I don't know that it's going to show up on either one of our fabrics very good. Your fabric is
Yeah.
so pretty.
Thank you. This is 46 count Thornfield by Needle and Flax.
Needle and Flax, yeah.
And I thought maybe my fabric would be dark enough that the white would show up, but it's just not. It's just not popping off of here. So I need to make a decision about that because that's just not going to work for me. It's not even showing up.
Yeah, I know when you did the floss toss, I thought it was too. Like even like when we picked that fabric for you, we were like, that white's gonna show up, but you just
Not so
never
much.
know. You never
No.
know. When you start stitching with one thread, it's
Yeah. Other than that, I'm very pleased with how it looks. I think it looks beautiful so far. So I do need to make a decision about that color change. Otherwise, I'm loving this. It's
Me
so pretty. I
too.
can't wait to stitch more on it. Yours looks amazing.
Thank you. Yours does too. I love it so much. So pretty. My sister started that with us too.
That's right, she did. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think I saw on Instagram some other folks started it with us.
Yes.
In honor of back to school, there are some
Yes.
homeschool moms who want to put this up in their homeschooling area in their house in their houses. That's pretty cool.
Yes. Yes.
I just saw Jessica Sweetwater Stitcher. She just got hers framed.
I
Looks
know.
very lovely.
So pretty.
So I can't wait to get mine done and framed. Got a little more work to do.
Yeah. Maybe by the end of school.
Yeah, there you go. That would be a good goal to get it done by the end of the school year. That's doable.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to another shared stitch of ours. Yep. You've seen this before. You love it. I'm sure. I love it. It is Serenity by Teresa Kogut. This was a market release back in the spring. And I'll take it in a little bit closer, let you take a look at it. It is just gorgeous.
So pretty.
It's a big one. I say it every time. It's a big one.
I know.
It's too big for my board.
Same. Every time I'm like, can this
I'm
fit?
like wrangling a blanket over here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try to do this as best I can. You ready to show?
I am when you are. You ready?
Okay, let's do it. Okay. I don't even know if I can get it all in the frame.
I know.
Okay.
So pretty.
Yeah, you can probably see Sarah's got a little bit more. I'm going to move it over here. Sarah's got a little bit more done on hers. We had a goal of finishing this color on the outer border along both sides and the tops and the bottoms. I didn't quite meet my goal. That's okay. I can keep working on it, but you can see I have a start down the side here. So yeah, we wanted to get some of that border stitching out of the way because we're looking forward to getting back to some of the fun stuff in the middle here. But we thought maybe we'd tackle some of that border just so we're not saving all that for the end.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so I did.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did get mine all the way around. It really wasn't like I sat and focused on it for like 3 nights or something, and I was able to get it done pretty quick.
Yeah, it's not hard, and that border is repeating. So once you know the the pattern of it, it's really easy to do. It's not very hard, as far as like counting and stuff. So It's just something I need to spend a little more time on. Goodness, I feel like this thing is so big I can't even see. Our details, we're both stitching this on the same color fabric. We're stitching it on Latte by Fiber on a Whim. Mine's a 40 count. Yours is 20, correct?
18.
18, gotcha. And we are using all of the called for floss. So I believe like there's some DMC, there's some Classic Color Works, Weeks Dye Works. And the color palette is just stunning. As you can see, Sarah has it there. Beautiful colors.
So pretty.
So,
I love
it's
that.
fun. I love every time we work on it, just seeing a little more of it come alive.
Yes, I love that too. And it definitely is a large one that we're going to be working on for a while.
Yes.
So that's okay. I love how different our fabric looks, though. I'm always
I know, same fabric, but just very different. Yours looks a lot more mottled than mine.
It does. That's another interesting thing about the fact that we do stitch on linen and Aida is that you can really see, and we've got one to really show you in a minute that is very different, same color. So
yes,
I think it's always just so interesting to see that, how the dye takes on the different fabrics. Yep. So the next one we have was my birthday start this year, and my birthday is July 1st. And so we started this together along with several friends who joined us, and I really appreciate that. I love that. This is Ann Hughes, and it's by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. It's so pretty. It's so pretty in the picture, but it's one of those, I don't even think the picture does it justice, because when you see these colors on our fabric, oh, it's so pretty.
And it's so funny, when you told me you wanted to do that one for your birthday, I had like put that in my cart, taken it out, put it in my cart. And I'm not usually like, I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. And as soon as you said you wanted to do it, I was like, yes, let's do it. I had a reason to start it.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready to show.
I'm ready if you are. Let's do it.
So pretty. Now we are using, look how much bigger my house looks than yours.
It's all about perspective.
That is so funny. So we are using different fabric on this, okay? But
no, we're not. We're using the same fabric, aren't we?
We are using the same.
It looks different.
I totally forgot that it was the same, because when you pulled it out, I was like, that is not the same fabric.
It sure is. Again, another example of how the dyeing process just takes differently, because we are absolutely using the same fabric.
Yes, we are. We're both using Seraphim in Old Stationery. I kind of had forgotten what fabric it was, honestly. And I
think my stationery is a little older than yours.
I think so. Your stationery has been like in the basement for a while. It got a little mottled. Mine is like no modeling. Oh my God. How
funny.
Yours is so pretty though. Oh,
so is yours. I love how the colors are popping.
It is. That is too funny. I had completely forgotten that. Yep. I just keep looking at your house. It looks so much smaller.
That's because I'm holding it back farther.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I mean, look, if I hold it up here, my house looks huge.
Yeah, because let's see what. Well, I'm on 18 and you're on 40, so that's a little bit different.
It's not that big of a difference, though.
It's not.
No. Yeah.
I need to back up then. Yeah, so I mean, this one we really didn't like plan to start in the same place. I just kind of went for the middle, and then I think I went like up a little bit just because I wanted to start in here, and so that's where I started. And then I went down to the house, and oh, you got a little more work done on your house since I think since I've last seen it.
Just a little bit. I finished all the, the white mortar inside the house and the window panes, and then I started like the outlining.
That
just a little bit of work, not much.
Yeah, that looks good. How you like the windows. I need to do that next, because it's like you can
Yeah.
Not even see.
They like pop once you get that light, the
Yeah.
outlining in there. And I cannot wait to start with the red bricks.
It's going to be so pretty. Yeah, we're both using all of the called for colors too. And these colors are really, really pretty.
They're so good. Show
And
that cottage garden thread.
yes, look at that. It's going to be so pretty. That's the color that's on the vases. You can see how modeled that is. Like, I just don't even know, like, if you were going to do DMC for this, I mean, you could, but I don't know how you would do those vases, you know?
Oh, it wouldn't be variegated.
No, and in fact, they don't even have, a color, like a substitution for that. If you were going to get only one fancy floss, I think that would be the one to get. Just because it's so cool. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So.
You picked a good one, Sarah. Do you have a hashtag for this, by the way?
Yes, thank you for reminding me. And Hughes B-Day Sal and Sarah's B-Day Sal.
Yay.
Yep.
So many people are stitching this. Go look at the hashtag because it's just so good to see it on other people's fabrics and the colors.
Yes.
There's some blues in there that are so good.
So good. Megan, the Seattle stitcher, every time I see hers, I'm like, dang, she has gotten so much done.
Yeah.
And you know what fabric she's using, which I helped her pick it because she was like, I'm trying to figure out fabric. And I was like, don't you have some more of that dirt track left? Because I love that color, and I know you have that color. What are you stitching on? I can't remember.
I don't remember either, but I know I'm stitching something awesome on it.
You are. Yeah.
Everything I stitch is awesome, so I mean.
Of course.
No, you can't go wrong with dirt track. That is a really awesome,
it's
variegated, neutral. So good. I did forget, speaking of hashtags, I did forget when we showed Serenity. We do have a hashtag for that. For Serenity, if you're stitching it with us, you can use the hashtag Serenity with the Sarahs. It just helps us to be able to see your stitching, and we love seeing your progress. We like reposting it on our stories. So use the hashtag if you're stitching that with us. And anything we're stitching, join in. We love when people join us. And we have like a more generalized hashtag that we literally use for everything we stitch together. It's, wait for it, stitching with the Sarahs. I know, crazy, right? But if you're stitching anything with us, we'd love for you to use the hashtag. We'd love to see it.
For sure.
So yeah. All right, my turn again, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Next up, we have another stitch that we've been doing together. Like some things when we stitch together, we kind of go at our own pace, and we might start in different places or move different areas. And some things, like we are stitching together, we set a goal, we're going to stitch this part together, and we stay right on track with each other. And this is another one of those, like Serenity, that we're doing. It's called Sarah's Sewing Bag by Stacy Nash. Love it. Yep. And you can see it's this little like sewing pouch. This part up here flaps over, so it's like an envelope type bag. There you go, and there's the back. So we are making such good progress on this one. I love it so much. Are you ready to show it?
I am. That's so good. Oh my gosh. I love
this. Is like my favorite thing we're stitching together.
Me too. I don't want it to be over.
I know, same, but I also do want it to be over because I'm excited to try that finish. So details, let me give you the details of mine. This is a 40 count salt bush by Fox and Rabbit. Sarah and I are using mostly the called for. It is all charted in Weeks Dye Works. This was one of those ones, like we decided just like one day, one night, we were both like, let's get this pattern. Did we already have this, or did we download it?
I had it. And we had been talking about it.
Yeah. I feel like
And
mine was a
then
PDF download, perhaps.
you did, yeah. I think the same night when we were like, let's get this going, you were like, you like went and bought the PDF right then. We just kidded. We both were like, hold please, let's kit this up. We went and kitted it up, came back, we were ready to go.
Yeah, completely from stash. So we pulled fabric from our stash, we pulled floss, and it was funny too because like I had some of the fancy floss, you had some of the fancy floss, and then we were doing our own conversions. And then when we came back together, I was like, what DMC did you pick for this color? It was funny, we had picked all the same DMCs. So we're basically stitching with all the same floss, just our fabric is a little different.
Yeah.
What fabric are you stitching yours on?
So mine is an 18 count LFA linens in the color Millstone. And if you know LFA linens, it's not something you can just get anytime. It's just not really available right now. And so for me to pull this out and literally use it on something, it had to be so special. And I felt like this was special because the finish, I'm going to make it into this little bag. I just feel like I felt like it was worthy to pull that out and use it. But the color's Millstone and I love it.
It's so pretty. I love it.
Thank you.
So, yeah, on this, we literally just, for the main part, we have this like tree to finish over here, and there's like a little dog. And then all we have left is to do the back, which is actually going to be stitched down below here. And then we're done. Can you believe how close we are to a finish?
I can't, but I'm excited. It's going to be beautiful, but I love having this as a whip. I get so weird about stitches that I love. I don't want them to end, but
Well, it's going to end. I'm sorry to tell you, it's going to happen.
It's going to end
because I want to get to that finish.
Yeah, I know, and we're going to then need to pick another favorite stitch, but for now.
Yep.
Okay, so we have one more whip to show, and this was another one that we're basically like keeping up with each other and making goals together that we will say like, let's do this part and we'll have it done before our next video or whatever. And so this one is Tom's Foolery, and it's by Hands Across the Sea. We both did buy this as a PDF on their website. It's a great PDF too, because I like to stitch with my iPad, and they have one page that's the whole thing. And so you could just zoom in nicely and not have any of that overlap to other pages if that's something that interests you. But I love that. I find that very enjoyable. So we started this on April Fools, and we have a very cute hashtag, Foolery on Fools. And we've been working kind of on different little sections. Like we started with the border, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And we've just kind of been hopping around. Yeah.
Yep. You ready to show? Are you ready? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Oh, I love it.
I do too. Yeah, so we started with that border, and then we moved here.
Mm-hmm.
Then we did the tree last time we showed you that, and then we did this time.
And I'm still working on filling in my border.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting there. Look how much progress I made.
You really have.
Yeah.
For me as a color completer, it has been a little bit hard for me to commit to like a motif. You know what I mean? And I'll be like texting Sarah and saying, well, since we already have this color, shouldn't we just go ahead, because I don't stitch like this. Like I put a color on, especially something like this that's so dense. And there's like literally something right here with the same color. I just want to go to it so bad. But aside from that, I am enjoying just looking at an actual like complete finish of those motifs and not just random little specks of although I'm
proud of you.
I did it up
there. You're stitching outside your comfort zone. You're doing great.
It really is. And I didn't start in the middle on this, which I normally always do. I'm a real big, like I cut my fabric to the exact size that I need and I start in the middle. That's just what I like to do typically. And Sarah doesn't do that. She starts in the corner.
Except I did this time. Look, I cut my fabric.
Did you cut it ahead of time?
Yeah.
And we still started in the corner. No, I enjoyed it. It was fine. I did it on something else recently too. I can't remember what it was, but you know what? It was Love and Learning, I think. I don't think I started in the middle on that. I think I started up with that A, I believe. Anyway, I'm just changing it up over here.
I think our next stitch we do together, we should do color completing. We should start in the middle and do a color completing like you do, because I don't stitch like that. So since you're coming out of your comfort zone, maybe I should be forced to do that too.
Yes, forced. Yes.
And then we might not be filming together anymore. It's fine.
And that's it for the friendship. The color completing.
I can put my big girl panties on. It'll be fine.
I do like to push myself to do something different. I think that's good.
Yeah.
I think that let's aim for that. Always be trying something a little different.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too. So mine is on an 18 count, I believe. Yes, fiber on a whim, cream and sugar, using all the called for DMC. Something that neither one of us have mentioned, but I believe everything except for our folks have all been with one strand, right?
Yes, 1/2.
Yeah.
Well, 1/2 for me, 1/1 for you, correct?
Yes, because it's Aida. Yeah, aside from these, everything else that we've shown has been either 18 or 20 for me, 40 for
40
you,
or
probably.
46 for me, yeah.
And then one strand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good call, yeah.
Yep. So with this one strand, and we're both using all the DMC, but your fabric is a different color than mine.
Yeah, so mine is a 40 count Lightning by Needle Bling.
And I like
it. It has just like a little purpley hue to it, but not, it's pretty, you can see it's pretty neutral.
Mm-hmm. It's so pretty.
I love it so much.
Yeah. This is such a cute, it's not a huge stitch, but it's got a lot of stitching. It's super dense.
Yeah.
But it's so fun and funky, and I love it.
I love it too. Are we saving the guy in his pajamas for last?
Yeah.
I don't know if did you guys see the guy in his striped pajamas? Yeah, that guy right there, he's my favorite part.
Me too. And that's why I made us the little.
That's right, yes.
With him. It had to be him.
You didn't even know that was my favorite part, and you.
I know. It was mine, so I was forcing it on you. Of course it's your favorite.
Of course it is.
We're twins. We're the Sarahs.
That is funny. We love so much of the same things. That's why we do it so well.
Mm-hmm. That's fun.
All right. That is all of our whips.
Yes.
That we have going on right now, but we have a couple of upcoming plans that we wanted to share with you guys.
Yes.
So the first thing we have coming up is in September, a lot of people participate in what's called the BAP to School SAL. BAP stands for Big Awesome Project. Other people say other words, but I'm a teacher, so I'm not going to. Big Awesome Project, or Big Awesome, Big Awesome Project. So we're going to participate in the Back to School SAL. Also, people use the hashtag Sampler September. Mm-hmm. This does fit into both categories for us. We have been loving this pattern for a while now. We have decided we want to start the Floral Motif Sampler by the Scarlet House. Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, my mom got me this last year for my birthday, and so I've just been kind of holding on to it for the perfect time to start. Another hashtag that I've seen is Sampler Soiree, but what does that? Do you know what that
means? I don't.
I don't know what the difference in Sampler September and Sampler Soiree. If you know, could you please comment below and let us know?
Yeah, maybe it's just like another iteration of the sampler September. I don't know.
Maybe so.
Enlighten us.
Yes, please do. So part of the journey of starting a new start is the kitting up. Like that is half the fun. Well, for me, I mean, some people might not love that, but I love it.
Me too. Me too.
And it's been a little bit of a journey
For
for
you.
us. For me. I mean,
For you.
You've been on the journey, so.
I'm along for the ride, girl.
Yeah. So
Do you
we're
want me to show
both.
mine first, and that can kind of segue into
Yes.
your journey?
Yes.
All right, so I chose my fabric. I chose this Fiber on a Whim Silver Fox 46 count. And I'm using all of the called for colors. I believe they're all Gentle Arts except for there's one Weeks Dye Works, if I'm not mistaken. And I just think my colors look fantastic on this fabric.
Yeah, they do.
So that's what I chose. I was like, oh, I like it. I'm picking it. This is what I'm going with. Tell us about your journey. Not quite as smooth.
Not as smooth, and have we come to a stopping point? I don't even know. I have no idea. Okay, so the last time I was at the beach, I got a couple fabrics and they're really pretty, and so I was thinking, oh, I'll just use one of those and I'll show them to you because it's fun to just look at different colors. So these are the two fabrics that I got. Oh, that one's got a, I like can't even see it that good in real life. Funny? I know. Okay. So this one is by Atomic Ranch and it's called Prairie Land. And I got it in an 18 count. And then this one is, no, I'm sorry. This one is the Atomic Ranch. Yeah, this one, Prairie Land. This one is by Forbidden Fiber Co. and it's called Lunar. It's like a little more cool. That one's more warm. Anyway, so initially I thought, you know what, I'll probably use one of those. And then Sarah was like floss tossing and she pulled out Silver Fox, and that's one of my favorite colors. And so she was like, you know, you could just do Silver Fox with me. And I was like, well, yeah, I hadn't even thought about that, but okay, let me order a piece of it. I had always ordered 20 count Silver Fox, but this time I ordered an 18. And when it came, it's beautiful, but it doesn't look anything like it is so aqua. Like very, very aqua. It does not even look the same as hers, right? It's just not. I mean, it's Silver Fox, but it's the way the dye took on that Aida is just not the same.
It's still a beautiful color, just it's not what you were expecting.
No, and it's not what I envisioned for this stitch. And so I just wasn't happy, and I just kept looking at it. It was like taunting me. It was just like sitting there, and every time I would look at it, I would think, this looks like a cutesy, like bright red and white for Christmas or something. You know, it just didn't fit this stitch to me.
Yeah.
And it just kept bothering me. And so I ordered 2 more fabrics. And I ordered this one because I have stitched on this before and I love this color. This is Picture This Plus in the color Shale. I got an 18 count. And then I ordered an 18 count Picture This Plus Mirage.
That looks
so that one is very similar to Sarah's. So if I want to stay and be twinsies, then I'll do that one.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want this one, that looks good too.
That looks really good too.
I know, and I feel like now I'm making you second guess things. Am I? Are you?
No, I'm gonna stick with it. I know. I was like, oh, I like that shale.
I know.
That's so
but watch you get the linen and it looks nothing like it.
Right, exactly.
So
those first 2 that you showed, are those completely out of the running?
I think so.
Okay.
No, well, I'll tell you what. I don't think this is it. I don't think Lunar is it. If one of these was in the running, I think it would be that one.
Can you show us the floss on that one? That's very pretty.
It is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I'm going to show you all of these on my board so I can like hold them all up together.
I love it. A live floss toss, people.
Yes. Yes. So, you know, it's been a little frustrating because I just couldn't settle on it. And, you know, we've been like wanting to start on September 1st. Okay. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty.
They're gorgeous. You're not going to go wrong no matter what you pick.
I will not go wrong.
Mm-mm.
Mirage.
Love it.
Stunning. Shale.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Stunning. Prairie Land. I think these two are it for me.
Yeah. Good. Look at you. You're already narrowing it down.
I think so. Don't you think? Should I take these out?
Yeah, take that one out.
Okay. All right.
And let's see it again. Let's see it again.
Okay. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Why are they both so good? I literally thought I would get them in and it would, because they just came today.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be like very easy, but it's not. It's not easy.
As much as obviously I love the Mirage because it looks like mine, I really love the Shale too.
I know you keep saying that. And honestly, if I had just ordered the Shale, there would have been no more conversation. It would have been over. But what did I have to do? I had to keep scrolling. And then when I saw that, because I've never had that color, I was like, oh, I'm going to use that for something. I don't know if it's this or something else.
Love it. I love it. I love both. So I'm not going to tell you what to pick, but it's so good.
It is. I may be going with that.
I love it.
Well, you know, either way, I think it's going to be beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a good picture floss toss.
Yeah.
And
in like sunlight.
Yes.
Get those natural colors coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I just could not believe.
No.
I was so upset because I wanted this to be it, you know? But that's okay because I'm on a different journey now. And we love these. And this will be great for something else.
Of course. It's not going to go to waste.
Oh, no. We love the fabric over here. So that's been what I've been obsessing over. And
normally, have something to obsess over.
Yeah, but you know what? Normally with fabric, I'm like, I have a vision, I pick it, I'm good with it. You will never, I don't think I have ever restarted something. I don't think I ever have. Just, I mean, not knocking doing that, but I'm just at peace with it. Like whatever I decide, I'm good. Now, if it was something big and I didn't like the feeling of the fabric, I would restart that. But normally I'm very pleased with my color choices. It's not because of color that I would ever want to change usually, but this time around, oh my gosh, it's been hard.
Yeah.
So the called for is Prairie Grass from Seraphim.
That's not the one you had before. That was Atomic Ranch, right?
Yeah, that was Prairie Land. It's Prairie Land, right. But I have Prairie Grass, and this is very similar. This is actually very similar to that. Oh my gosh, I have it up here. I have Prairie Grass right here because it's, yeah. See?
Oh yeah, that's very similar to the other one.
Isn't it?
It's just a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
How crazy.
I know. Yep, they're very similar. But, and then here, I'll show you the colors on that. But
that's so good too.
I know.
The more you show me, the more I like all of them. So.
And see, this is just what we were talking about earlier about second guessing. Like just go with your gut, go with it, and then because this is why I'm in the situation I'm in now.
Yeah, we had a conversation before we filmed today about this very thing. I'm just oh, I like this fabric, let's do it. And you think about it. But here's the thing, as you just mentioned, you don't restart things.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes my gut steers me wrong. And later I'm like, my gut's telling me something different now.
You know what though? You don't really restart because of like the color, right? Wouldn't it be more like it was on a 32 and you would prefer it to be on a 40 with one strand? Like I know I've seen you restart something for that.
I've done that, but mostly it's the color.
Oh.
I restart things a lot less now than I used to. I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
the more experience I get with like changing colors and stuff that, um, I'm a lot more confident with my color choices
Mm-hmm.
now. Whereas before, like, I would choose a color, maybe not be sure about it, and then you start it and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe it's good
Well,
to be an overthinker and to really, really look closely at it.
at the end of the day, it's just for fun. It's just a hobby.
Yes,
So,
for sure, for sure.
it will be fine. But the thing is, this is a special stitch to me. My mom got me this chart. You know how I am about stuff like that. Someone gifted me this. I'm going to always remember that. And it's big. So I've got to be happy with how it's going to look. And
What
I've
is the stitch
admired
count on
this
that,
for
by the way?
so long. It's 285 by 217. So,
Well,
I've
compared to Serenity, it's
a nothing. Yeah, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So yeah, I'm gonna take
it's
a
so
good
good.
picture with sunlight, and we're gonna go from there.
Love it. Yep. Good idea.
Yes. So I think. Oh no, we have one more plan.
Yes.
I almost just said goodbye. Okay. And this kind of ties into like, let's try things we haven't done before, which I have, but in this blue flower chart, this spooky autumn smalls, there's a cute little biscornu. You've never done one, have you? Now
No.
you did the little mattress finish and you
Yeah.
did great with that. Yours is beautiful. We did a little strawberry mattress finish together. We are going to start this. Well, we both want to stitch all of them.
Yeah.
But we said, let's do that one next. It has a cute little spider and a web. So cute. It's like, so when you do a biscornu, you do two pieces that are the exact same. It's a square. I want to say these are like 70 or 75 by 75, something like that in size. So on my 20 count, I think that's about 3.5 inches. So it's going to be pretty small and cute. And so that's just another thing that we kind of had planned that we wanted to start soon. But other than that, a lot of times we don't plan stuff super in advance. Like I don't do that personally, and we don't together either. Like a lot of times it's kind of a, hey, you want to start this, kind of thing. So that is so fun. But plans are fun too. I love plans too. But someone had mentioned that to me in one of my videos. Tell us what your plans are. And I was thinking, I don't even know what they are. But those are two things that we have planned together to stitch, and you'll see here on these videos as well as our own videos. So if you'd like to stitch anything with us, you're always welcome. Actually, I was talking to somebody on Instagram the other day who is going to try biscornu for the first time. And if you've never tried one, this would be such a cute, fun one to do because we are getting close to Halloween. All of these are adorable. We're going to stitch all of them, but it's little, it's not a ton of stitching, and I promise you can do it. The first one that I ever did, I watched a tutorial from the Tiny Modernist. If you just look on YouTube, Tiny Modernist biscornu tutorial or something, it pops up, and it's, you can just like watch that and know like, oh yeah, I can do this. So join us if you'd like.
Yes, that'd be
We're
great.
going to be starting that soon.
Yes, I'm excited. My
Yes.
first biscornu.
Yes.
All right, that's it for us today. I mean, I shouldn't say that's it. That was a lot.
Yes.
But thank you guys so much for joining us today, for spending some time with us. We appreciate you so much. I hope you'll check out both of our channels. Like Sarah said, it's going to be on both of our channels. But if you're watching it on my channel, go check out Sarah's. If you're watching Sarah's channel, come check me out.
Yeah.
We would love that.
Yeah.
You know, we show a lot of the same things we showed here today, but we also show other things that we're not stitching in common. So it wouldn't be like a repeat of everything you saw here today. We would love to have you. Please, if you have a moment, we'd love for you to leave a comment, like our videos, subscribe to our channels. That would be awesome. And we are just appreciative of the time you spent with us today. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you're having a great day. We hope you're stitching all the fun things that you want to stitch. And we'll catch you next time. Bye,
See you
guys.
later. Bye.